Fassi is running down the centre of the park. Another man beaten. Here he comes.
They're not going to catch him. It's a great try this for the Sharks.
Welcome to another episode of SSL Connect. My name is Gareth Jenkinson. I'll be your host for this show. Joining us today is none other than Aphelele Fassi, the Sharks star who's broken onto the scene in the last couple of years. He's only into his second year of Super Rugby with the Sharks. It's hard to believe it, considering that he only started playing professional rugby back in 2018 in his first year out of school. He played in the Super Sport Rugby Challenge for the Sharks before joining their Currie Cup squad, which went on to win the 2018 Currie Cup. So even at a young age of 19, he already had his hands on a Currie Cup winner's medal, which a lot of professional rugby players don't have in their cabinets. Aphelele, thanks very much for joining us today on the show. And we're just going to start off the interview by showing you a highlights package from some of your best playing moments over the last few years.
See what Fassi does here. Fassi taking the ball to the line. Good step there by Fassi. Fassi breaking the line.
There goes Aphelele
Great
Fassi.
run by Aphelele Fassi.
Fassi making decision, step and go. He's going, Fassi.
What a man.
Aphelele Fassi takes to the line. Little
Oh,
check
it's
inside.
a great try by Fassi.
Aphelele Fassi gets his third try of the season.
Oh, that's been turned over now. Fassi, this guy has got electrifying pace. He's also got the ability to read the game where they're not going to catch him. It's a great try this for the Sharks. 70 meters of it.
Zorki gets it away to Fassi. After seeing that his players had overrun the ball, decides to take it on his own shoulders. Fassi is running down the centre of the park. Another man beaten. Here he comes. You are kidding me. Fassi is scoring under the bar.
An intercept. It's been a bit of a nearly night for Rob Thompson, and here's a chance again. Fassi showing his pace, and he's going to do it again. He does. Scores in the corner.
All right. I think it goes without saying that you are definitely one of the most talented up-and-coming rugby players in South Africa. Aphelele, take us back to when you were a youngster and what sort of started your love affair with rugby, because, I mean, it's clear to see that you're something special.
Obviously, I think my love for rugby started at a young age. Used to playing touch rugby and with my brothers in the streets, obviously in the backyard as well, you know. But obviously going to a school like Yale College, I think I fell in love with the game, and the people around me made me want to play the game even more.
Just looking back at those highlights, Aphelele, you played a number of different positions for Dale in your last couple of years. Fullback, fly off, inside centre in a few of those games. Was there any position you particularly enjoyed playing? And obviously you play fullback for the Sharks now, but back then, did you think, oh, maybe I want to play fly off as a professional?
I think of when I played 10 in my final year, you know, obviously the coach told me before that, you know, we're gonna play you where we need you, and you know, and I told him that no, it's fine. I'll step up wherever I'm needed, you know, even if it's on the wing, but I'll step up and I'll play my game and try to do my best. But obviously, when I was in high school, when my first year of first team, I played fullback, you know. But obviously, my coach always saw me as a 10, and you know, I loved the role back in high school to play 10. I like to have control of the game and just put command in doing things.
Looking back at that and just being able to play in all those different positions, do you think it made you a bit more of a complete rugby player?
Yeah, definitely. You know, each and every position you need a different role for it. So I think for me to play 3 different positions, and you know, it's kind of built me in a way where now I know what kind of aspect I need to do into the game in each and every position.
There are quite a few clips of you kicking for goal and a drop goal as well. Obviously, Kerwin Bosch has been doing all the goal kicking for the Sharks. Is it something that you continue to work on? Is it a part of your game that you still enjoy doing? I mean, obviously, we haven't seen you kick for the Sharks, but, you guys have Pat Lambie as a kicking coach at the Sharks. Are you taking part in those kicking practice sessions and that sort of thing?
Yeah. I'm not for goal. I would say prior, but just trying to improve my kicking game in each and every department. Practicing my drop goals, my touch finders and everything. But I haven't practiced much as with Pat and most of the guys for kicking at goal. I haven't. So.
Just looking back to the derbies in the Eastern Cape, especially Dale's 2 big games against Queens and Selborne, can you take us back in time? Which team did you particularly enjoy playing against? And maybe just refresh our memories as to some of the traditions that you had at Dale and things you really enjoyed. I know Magwijo is a big thing there. What do you miss most about those derbies and schoolboy rugby?
It's just a vibe during the week. I won't lie, it's just a vibe during the week. Either or, if we're playing Queens or Selborne, the boys are amped to give it their all, and the camaraderie between the 2 schools just brings a lot of vibe. So I think my most highlight, I'd say, just before a game, as you said, is that boys gathering up, or the whole school gathering up on a Friday before hockey night, singing songs and just being amped up.
Fassi, just looking back at your schoolboy days and your talent, I mean, it was evident from grade 11 that you were something special and you were doing special things on the rugby field. At what stage did you realize, I want to take this further and I think that I can become a professional rugby player?
I think it was in my obvious, like when I got the bursary in grade 11, I was like, I don't know what I'll do with it. I didn't accept it that year, but I decided in my matric year after a reunion that I should actually give this rugby career a chance. You never know what might happen, and luckily, unfortunately, at that time I didn't make the Craven week. Then obviously. One of the players got injured. Then I was drafted into the team. So when that opportunity came, and me being in the Craven Week, I was like, I think the Lord is doing things where He's showing me that this is probably your path to your rugby career. So that's when I was like, nah, I'm giving this a shot. Obviously, my parents were supportive in every department of it. Especially my dad, he told me that, we've never had a person in the household, played professionally, and obviously went professionally from the get-go.
Fassi, can you tell us a little bit about the move to Sharks? I mean, obviously, as you've explained, you got that bursary to the Sharks Academy through the Kersney Easter Rugby Festival. But obviously, I can imagine Border and probably the EP Kings were looking at you and were probably interested in you. Was it an easy decision to just say, "Hey, I'm gonna take up this bursary and go to the Sharks"?
Yeah, for me it was. Obviously, I didn't get, prior to that, how it was an easy decision. I didn't get any offers at that time.
Okay.
Sharks were the only, I would say, team that came down with an offer, and obviously I was running out of time at that point. So I think it was a clear decision for me, to move down to Durban, and start a journey.
And that journey happened pretty quickly for you. I mean, you went straight to the Sharks, and most players will go through under 19 and then under 21 and then into the senior ranks. You literally went Super Sport Rugby Challenge, and then basically 8 or 9 months later, you were in a Currie Cup final against Western Province, and you guys went and you won the Currie Cup final. Did you ever in your wildest dreams think that at my first year out of school, I'm going to be winning the Currie Cup with the Sharks?
Definitely not. You know, in 20, I think what year was it when the Sharks were in the Super Recovery Cup final? 2017, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I was watching that back in high school, you know, but I never thought that maybe the following year that would be me, you know, but yeah, obviously the journey went quick, and I'm very grateful to the Lord for that. And obviously just being given the opportunity by the Sharks staff and Sharks coaching staff to live my wildest dreams.
Did you feel like it was a difficult thing to transition from schoolboy rugby? I mean, obviously you're going against schoolboys to a year later playing against professionals and men, guys that have been playing at that level for years and years, and here comes a youngster like yourself. How was it difficult for you to step up to the plate in terms of that?
I wouldn't say it was difficult, but I would say it was it was a stepping stone, if I can put it that way. In terms of everything that you do, it's very technical. You know, you get told in detail what we need to do and everything. So, you know, obviously the physicality point of side coming out of high school and facing a 30-year-old is kind of different. But you get used to it in training, during games. So your body gets used to the impact and everything. So obviously after Super Sport Challenge, my first year, I grew into the game. Yeah.
When you joined the Sharks, was there anyone in particular that sort of took you under their wing and acted as a mentor to you? Because obviously there were a lot of, you know, veteran guys around you.
Yeah, there's a lot. You know, prior to my move to the Sharks, I spoke to Tera just before I moved to the Sharks. So he kept me under his wing. I'd say Lwazi as well. You know, kept me under his wing. So I think those were the two guys that, on my first year when I came to the Sharks, they were telling me the do's and don'ts, how Durban is, how cruel it can be at times, how nice it is, where the places to go and not go. So yeah, those are the two people that kept me under their wing, and you know, still have a strong connection with them even now.
Fassi, obviously you've had a pretty quick rise through the ranks of professional rugby, and you're into your second year of Super Rugby. You had a fantastic start to the 2020 season. You scored some fantastic tries. I have asked you this previously with interviews at the Sharks. How much is a call up to the Springboks in the back of your mind, just considering the success that they've had in the last year or so, winning the Rugby World Cup? And how hungry are you to make that step up? And where do you think you need to develop or improve your game to make that happen in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I would say I'm very hungry for obviously the opportunity to get the opportunity to represent my country. You know, if you could ask this question when I was younger, I wouldn't think I would be able to answer you if I'd be able to represent my country. But you know, when you see the light coming in the tunnel, you know, you intend to keep on running towards the tunnel. So, you know, I think my aspects that I really need to improve is obviously my defense and just my work rate a bit. You know, I think there's a bit that I can do there. And yeah, hopefully I do get the opportunity to represent my country. I'll be so grateful for that and proud. It'll be a proud moment. So special. Yeah.
Just a random one here. I know there's been plenty of banter amongst the Sharks backs about who's the fastest player in South Africa. If we look back to I think it was last year. Yeah, last year in Super Rugby, another old Dalian who is a Springbok, Aphelele Fassi, grabbed an intercept. He ran down the field, and I don't think anyone at that stage thought anyone was faster than Aphelele, but you managed to reel him in and you took him down. As soon as he caught the ball, did you think you were going to catch him?
You know, a lot was going through my mind at that point. You know, when he caught the ball, obviously I didn't look at obviously the time and everything, but I knew it was a second half and that the score was very, very tight. You know, and I knew that if he scores at this point, even though they ended up scoring, but I knew at this point if he scores, the game will change. So, you know, the first 5 meters I was just chasing for fun, and I started not giving up. And there's something in my mind that told me that, you know, even if you beat me or you score, that I'll try catch you on the 5 meter. But luckily, I saw him starting to look backwards and everything. Then that's when I thought, I was like, I'm in the game, yeah.
All right, coming up on your screen, Aphelele, we've got a couple of questions coming through from fans on our social media channels. And one question here is asking you, would you ever consider playing overseas? And if you would, which club would you play for?
Yeah, I think obviously later in my stage, I would definitely want to shoot overseas and, you know, just improve every aspect of my rugby knowledge. And yeah, but I think it'll probably be in England. I think where I can grow and just be more technical and learn about how things are done that side. I think more England clubs. I'm not specific which one, but Northampton or Bath.
Fassi, just looking back to your days as a schoolboy rugby player, I'm sure some guys gave you, you know, some advice. And like you said, people like Tara, you know, acted as a mentor to you. What advice would you give young schoolboy rugby players out there that are looking to follow in your footsteps, become professionals? Because I know it's definitely not an easy road, and many won't walk the path that you have walked. What advice do you have for those youngsters out there?
So when I got advice, obviously from my coach at that time, that was Grant Griffiths, when I stepped into the first team, he was like, you know, you never know what might happen in the next 2 years. So enjoy every moment, but keep on believing in what you want to achieve, and just enjoy every moment and not overthink things. So my advice to young kids or young rugby players that want to pursue it as a career, just have the patience. Not everything is gonna come your way. You know, you might have a stepping a downfall, but if you determine to improve and achieve what you really want to achieve, you're gonna work towards it. Yeah.
All right, that brings to an end another episode of SSL Connect. A big thank you to you, Aphelele, for chatting to us today. We look forward to seeing you back on the rugby field in the near future.
No, thank you so much, Gareth, for having me on the show. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, keep an eye out on the SSL socials for the next episode of SSL Connect. It will be coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Playing advantage. Fassi with a little grabber.
Fassi, and that is brilliant work by Fassi. Little jinky step.
McCartney with the chase.
Deshaun Mitchell picks it up there out to Bushkaba. Aphelele Fassi down the wing. He's got some pace. I think he'll go all the way. And there he is. The man we've been talking about the whole day, the captain of Dale College.
Zoki looking for the ball. They can finish this with a try. Fassi looking for the gap. Fassi's going alone. Fassi jinking left and right.
Dangerous position. I think it looks like the grey boy's gone off his feet. Dale might get out of jail free card. Tando Zoki, live wire little scrum off. Has a bit of space. Fassi. Rico Johannes on the wing.
Stabs it ahead.
A little bit
too much on it, I think.
Yeah.
But no,
it's up perfectly for Fassi. And that is another try to Dale. Captain Fassi out of nowhere from their own half, well within their 22.
To Fassi! Aphelele Fassi. The magic is there.
And then comes back to Bosch.
Oh, the timing of the pass, absolutely gorgeous. And Aphelele Fassi gets his third try of the season.
Esterhuizen. into a bit of space. He's turned them around. That's great play from Lakanyan. And the finishing touches come from Fassi.
As the little kick goes in, and the bounce up for Nareki. He lost it. Could have been a double knock on, no. Racing away, and this will go for Fassi.
Oh, look at this from Fassi. Absolutely stunning stuff from the Sharks fullback. How's the bounce? There it is.
And the ball Schroeder to Robert de Grip. As Durangen gives the ball a bit of air. Lukanya, little dab through. Little toe up front once again. As Mapimpi chased it. He finds a bit of the Fassi. Does he ground it? Try time.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant here from the Sharks.